So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They should take it to 10. Hey.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This fielded at the 2. A nice little juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, yellow lady, check 56. I'm coming.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. Big run on the opening drive, and they better watch out for this guy or it's going to be a long game.
Back when I played in our scouting reports getting ready for games, we put stars next to the guys that we thought were the key players on the other side. There should have been 3 or 4 stars next to that guy's name.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Charlie.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
On second and very short. Breeze. It's Hill. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Now Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage
This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, box drop.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Gibbs got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. going to go on 4th down. And he finds Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Breeze going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So we got man. Wide. Attack. Hey, Sunday. Mike by 4.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's Mahomes. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance. Right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21. 56.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bury him for a loss of 11. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Airing it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Kamara trying the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. His secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On the ground, Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. There's Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter, punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Breeze. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Breeze going to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal the last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 64 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it.
Latavius Murray. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 75 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, A well-deserved seat on the bench. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This has been whittled down to a 1-point game now, and things are really starting to avalanche against them. What's the message here before the first snap offensively?
Well, the message is you want your team to be smart, but you don't want your team to be tight. And that's where they are right now. Remember, still up 1. So let's go out there, execute our offense, execute the game plan, and the goal is make that 1-point lead at least a 7-point lead at the end of this drive.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Breeze now to throw. And Gen's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Latavius Murray, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Saints 44, Chiefs 36. Will Lutz to kick off for the
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Yellow lady, 56. Let's go. Check. Let's go. You tighten up.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running with Kamara, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Time to bring the bass back. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. Wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25. Up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Yeah, we're waiting. 40 to Mike. 40 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
5-9. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, Alpha.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
11.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First down. Here's Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And it's caught. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ready?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Breeze now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception, Cousins shifts free at the 15. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Slam!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Gun! It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. 12. Check. Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Gets past one man, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mike Michael Thomas, 27 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins now. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Cousins. There he goes inside the 30. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
It makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll give to Kamara running right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30.
61, matchbox, right.
Back to throw Breeze. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Check. Hey, Foxtrot. You kill.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You kill. Hey, Delta. 40's the mic. Watch QB drop.
Breeze to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They elevated us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then he with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. Run it. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Now Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Good. Line 4, ready. Takes 3. 218, chopper.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Breeze now to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 90 yards. Excellent execution. And now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's play.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Hey,
Buccaneers 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 77 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. 47's the mic.
To the air again with Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Winston connecting with Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Winston escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Barber. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try it now with Barber. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Levante David in on the tackle. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Shotgun now for Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Winston here to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
going forward.
Exactly.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Following the interception, Winston flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. One last throw here for Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop at it. Rep for your bra. When your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. You wish you could.